And we're back.
Again.
In the basement.
Yes.
Candlelight's ready.
I have drawn a circle.
Then let's get this ritual started.
Oogala boogala oogala boogala oogala boogala boogala.
Did something happen?
No.
Oh. Alright, we're gonna have to keep doing this.
Okay, fine. Let's improve the ritual. One day we will summon the big black beast.
Moving on. No, the big black beast. He's outside the door right now.
Well, hello and welcome everyone to the Dead Red Herring podcast.
Yeah, with me, Magnus,
and me, Roland.
Coming to you one more time. And once again, we're tearing a new one on the iconic monsters.
Yes. So, this will be our third installment of the topic.
Yes.
So we've already gone through zombies. We've talked about... We've taken a stab at vampires. And now we're gonna cast and circle or whatever some demons.
Exactly.
Actually, demons, devils, and spirits.
Demons, devils, and dark spirits.
Yeah. So there you go, people.
Alright, don't practice your alliteration on me.
Bam!
Why'd you say bam?
I panicked.
And there we go. Quoting.
Yeah, well, it's fun.
Yes, it is actually.
But, okay, let's start this fucker off with, what is a demon? You notice that clapping?
Oh, dear.
It's really social justice of me. What is a demon?
A demon is a white okay, sorry.
A white privileged cis-het man.
Damn you, devil!
Oh, it's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but, okay. From what I've gathered by doing some research,
Actual research.
Yeah. What we usually say is a demon is based in a Christian worldview, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's the idea of these malignant beings or entities that, well, their main purpose is to make people suffer.
Yeah, they're like the embodiment of negative, as you said.
Of negativity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, usually people think about them being sort of servants to the devil or something like that.
Yeah.
But when you look further at it, the idea of a demon isn't really new in the sense of the Christian view.
No, exactly. It has been around for...
We know that there are records about demons, or what we call demons at least, ever since the old Sumeria.
That's a long time ago.
That is a long time ago. And one of the most prominent, at least in Sumeria, that I know of, is Pazuzu, which also was the main antagonist in the movie The Exorcist.
Exactly. Your mother sucks cocks in hell, Terrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. You know
that one.
You all know that one.
So, I mean, also, I think that demons really came into prominence with Christianity.
Yeah.
Because before that, as far as I know, it is that it was more like spirits or sort of evil gods, godlike creatures.
Yeah, exactly. And
or spirits.
Spirits, yeah, dark spirits, and most of all, yeah, the dark lord, so to speak, the devil.
Well, the devil was more the idea from the Christian interpretation. There, or at least if you go by the Judeo, Abrahamic,
Judeo-Christian,
but also in Islam.
Yeah, exactly.
To some extent, at least, there is the idea of the great evil being the devil, and him being the fallen angel.
Yeah,
because he got into a argument with God, and God was like, "No, fuck you."
He dared to ask questions. The bastard.
No respect for authority, and off you go.
Hey, we're praising you. Why shouldn't people be praising us?
Yeah. Oh, sharing is caring.
No communism in heaven, I suppose.
but That is also interesting because the concept and idea of hell in also the Christian sense. I'm going a lot about Christianity here, but
Well,
there's
it's
a reason for it.
mostly centered in Christianity.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. From what I've read, at least.
yeah.
You have the Divine Comedy by
Yeah.
Dante,
Mhm.
and he gave us the image of hell.
Yeah.
Before that, there wasn't really a hell like we think of it like today with purgatory and everything, because what was before was more or less just taken from the old Greeks.
Yeah.
I think
with
even the Egyptians. I am not sure about how it looks with the Sumerian connection, but it was more like there was this place of a void, more or less.
Yeah. But also in the medieval, before the time of Dante writing his Divine Comedy, the priests were kind of freewheeling
Yeah.
their interpretation of hell to cynical of me to say, but to
heretics,
heretical to fearmonger the population around Europe, like saying, yes, hell where blood is boiling under your skin and dozens of devil poking you with bronze sticks and pointed sticks.
What about pointed sticks?
Shut up! But yeah, like that. They think of the most bizarre, vile
pears and prunes and
all that,
raspberries.
Exactly, and just going with it.
Yeah.
Because it saw that it freaked the population out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was what you made of it,
yeah,
so to speak.
And so the idea of the demons and the devil sort of came along with this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you had the origin of the word demon, which is the Greek daimos, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was this idea or concept about this malign spirit or demonic entity.
Yeah.
But from the real beginning, it wasn't necessarily that there was an evil being. It could be more like tempting or something like that. And then it just evolved into this anthropomorphic manifestation of all the negative things within humans or within the world, like stuff that we are afraid of.
Yeah, disaster, sin, and all the bad stuff.
And that, I think, is the main point about demons being these representations of the things we fear or try to avoid. And that makes for good enemies or antagonists within pop culture.
Absolutely.
Because, I mean, who wouldn't like to fight against that which is pure evil?
Exactly. It's like the classic light versus dark.
Exactly.
You can actually take a stab at evil. It's a very good one.
So, I mean, we have titles like Painkiller, if you play that.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Painkiller is a first-person shooter in the style of Serious Sam, with hordes coming at you and you just need to mow them all down. But Painkiller is based around that the main character, he is a man fighting to get out of purgatory by being God's hitman, more or less. So you're supposed to take down the devil's great generals and stop his army from, attacking the world.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a horror-themed FPS, and it's fun.
Yeah.
So I can recommend it if you want to have some, lazy time just going around shooting stuff. There's one gun that is actually shooting sharpened sticks. Or stakes, more or less, because they're really thick. And when you hit an enemy, it will fly until it hits a wall and get stuck on the wall.
Love that.
Pure penetration.
Take
that as you will.
Aura successfully penetrated.
Yeah.
Oh, glorious.
Indeed.
So yeah, there is a lot of demons in pop culture. There is a lot of it.
And still, what you usually get is the devil.
Yeah.
And it's kind of boring. At some point, it's just going to be, it's the devil again.
Oh dear.
What was that was it End of Days? It was an old Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
played like this cop that he had to save the daughter
he
of the
was a
devil.
bodyguard, and he stumbled upon a satanic conspiracy with a woman. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck was that called? I'm totally not googling this right now. Whatever you think, it's false. Yeah, okay. Like you said, End of Days.
Oh my god, it's from 99. I'm getting old.
Nigga, you're old.
Yeah. But fuck it, I'm gonna spoil it here. The end scene is that Arnold is in a church and the devil springs up, breaks through the floor, and there's this sort of standoff, and Arnold sacrifices himself to destroy the devil.
Arnold is Jesus.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a cliche.
It's a cliche, but a dumb, fun movie.
Yeah, well, it's an okay movie.
But like you said, it usually is the devil in these cases. And I'm sort of more gleeful when the devil, actual devil, appears in movies because, well, okay, usually it has in these movies he has been hyped up, like hordes of demons and hell. I can't say exactly what movie, but hordes of demons and hell come at our protagonist, and then he faces the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And I can think of one. It was the movie Constantine.
Yeah.
I mean, I was actually kind of when in the end, yeah, again, spoilers, but people, goddamn, when he slices his wrists, and Lucifer himself, played by Peter Stormare.
Right. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there we are in the subject of another franchise which has used demons in pop culture, and that is Constantine.
Yeah.
The DC Vertigo DC character. To be fair.
Yeah. Oh, what was that movie? I'm still on the devil here, but The Ninth Gate. It's an old movie with Johnny Depp, where he's a researcher. He gets like a job to research some sort of occult manuscript that is supposed to open up a gate to give you the power of the devil or something like that.
I don't think I have seen that one.
Yeah, it's The Ninth Gate. It's actually a real awesome movie.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, and he ends up actually banging the devil, but or maybe
As
it could be a
do.
demon. I'm not sure at the moment. I have to see that movie again.
Eldar approves.
Yeah.
Dark Eldar approves.
And then you actually have Djävulens advokat.
Yeah, exactly. The Devil's Attorney.
Is that the title?
Yep, I think so.
I'm gonna check Wikipedia.
For fuck's sake!
Yeah, the Devil's Advocate.
Advocate, even. Ah.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Like the old saying.
And this is also with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And Al Pacino.
Al Pacino as
the
devil. It's awesome.
And I mean, there's a different style to that kind of movie, because that is more about the mind game of the devil.
Yeah. But I think it's a good mind game, because, as we know, the devil is the father of all lies.
Is he now?
He's
Really?
been said to, yeah.
Oh my god, just because someone's... But yeah, it's sort of the lore.
Work with me, damn it.
Yeah, well, yes. He has actually been called the father of lies.
Yeah.
And his greatest... What does it say?
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing people that he didn't exist.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. Or was that Kaiser Soze?
Is there a difference?
See that movie also.
Yeah. The Usual Suspects.
Hmm.
Yeah, how Kevin Spacey has fallen from grace.
They won't hire him as a gay man. What has Hollywood come to?
Well, they are a bunch of pedos.
Speaking of devils,
Yeah.
demons, I suppose.
Demons and lust and everything. Hollywood is infested with it.
You know what to do.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about?
I'm not saying it.
Yeah, don't.
The dark people, yeah, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Abaddon!
Abaddon to the spoiler.
Oh,
Warhammer 40k.
That one too, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's named after a demon, so...
Yeah, he is actually. Pretty interesting to be so cocky after, like, what is it? 11 failed crusades. They actually retconned a lot of that shit to make it seem like with every Black Crusade that he led, he actually achieved something. But that is a fucking retcon.
I bet Sinech is behind this.
The ways of Sinech is, well, unruly.
Yeah. Sinech works in mysterious ways.
Indeed.
And this is a great segue to the Chaos Gods, actually.
Yeah,
Speaking of devils and demons.
Devils and demons, yeah. One of the most prominent examples we have is within the Warhammer 40k universe.
Yeah.
Also in the fantasy.
Exactly, yeah.
Where you have the Chaos Gods.
Yeah.
Which are the embodiment of, like...
all the shit.
Yeah, anger, hate, disease, lust, and corruption, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
And then you have the Skaven.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they have Skaven as a Chaos God in Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, the Great Horned Rat, they finally made him a Chaos God, and they were like, yeah, fuck it, you can join. And he was like, I am gonna show you one day! Read the lore, it's actually like that.
Yeah. It's like, well, since Slaanesh is gone somewhere, we have a spot open, so, I mean, you could join. Yeah.
Scuttling intensifies.
But just the way that chaos works in the Warhammer universe is really the essence, I would say, of what we think of with the demons, because corruption and twisting everything into shit.
That silent corruption, you letting the evil into your mind as you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a cornerstone in the old medieval...
Yeah.
I was going to say demonology, but the old medieval ways of demons and hell.
Mm.
Of heresy, really.
Emperor protects. But I think the point that at least I'm trying to make with all of this is that in pop culture, demons are actually still one of those few that remain as intended.
Yeah.
To be the fearful antagonist.
Yeah, exactly. They're usually not the they were good guys. Or wait, are they though?
Because they still, even at times when they do help, it's still like these scheming and conniving, backstabbing bastards.
Damn you, chaotic neutral.
Sort of. Yeah. I mean, example, in Supernatural, you had Crowley.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
At some points, he actually helps out, only to, in the end, backstab.
Of course.
And that's really what I think should be part of the essence of the iconic demon.
Yeah.
That you can't trust the fuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do trust them, it's at a great risk.
Yeah.
Because it's always about the catch.
Mm-hmm.
What is the catch when dealing with a demon?
Yeah, exactly. You have to remember, what can they gain from it?
Mm-hmm. What do they want? What do you want?
It's not that simple. Oh, there we go, quoting again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, terrifying bastards, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes, really.
And also,
yeah.
Well, then you can have the different representations of you. Doesn't really need to be just the what's it called? 4-way crossing demon. Like you go to a 4-way crossing in the middle of the road, and you bury something to. In the Supernatural, they do it like that.
Yeah, you meet the devil at the at the fork in the road.
Yeah,
at midnight and all that.
Yeah. Crossroads demon, right?
Oh yeah.
But you can have another
crossword demon.
Crossword demon, crossroad demon,
something else.
Just can't get these words out in each.
I can help you with that.
No, but I'm thinking about looking at possessions and such.
Yeah.
You have the version of the old, well, the Exorcist kind of possession.
Yeah.
Poor little creature, usually a lady,
Usually Linda Blair.
getting possessed and hovering above and puking and everything. But
And
then
twisting.
you can have the other kind that it doesn't really necessarily have to be a demon per se, but in Split,
Yeah.
the last manifestation of the multiple personalities, the Horde. I would say that actually is more or less a demonic possession.
Yeah, I can see that because the character of Kevin Wendell Crumb isn't really in control. So yeah, I would say it's kind of a possession.
Mm-hmm. Even though that this is more to be just a fractured, troubled mind that by some means can actually transform the body.
Yeah.
But here, the way he transforms is more or less into a demon-like creature, a beast. And I think that's actually, it looks more or less like a possession. And with the idea of changing the body of the person being possessed.
Yeah, and they keep referring to like the beast is coming.
Yeah.
The beast is soon to arrive, and then just goes to the train station and there he transforms.
Exactly, and even the personalities have a their internal split, so to say. There are those who are afraid of this personality, and those that try to summon it.
Exactly, yeah, kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
All fun and good.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where I wanted to go with this. Think about it.
Fuck, I dropped my headset. It's an interesting point of view actually with the split personality as a possession. Yeah, I could totally see that.
You could actually make a connection to that looking at the theories from Carl Jung, because he was talking about the demon or the daemon, because he, in his interpretation, the daemon was the manifestation of the negative attributes or characteristics of the human psyche.
Yeah.
So even the deadly sins, once again connecting back to Christianity, the deadly sins are also sort of a manifestation that usually be personified or presented as the demons.
Yeah,
and I actually believe that they do have names.
Yeah, it was.
For example, we have Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Well, in origin, he's actually a Persian god of wrath, but he's been converted within Christianity into a devil of, well, wrath and lust, maybe?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Actually, in the Judeo-Islamic lore, he's the king of earthly spirits.
Even that?
Shedim or Jinn.
Ah.
Mostly known from the Deuterocanonical book of Tobit.
Tobit?
Yeah, in which he's the primary antagonist. I'm just reading from Wikipedia here.
Oh, yeah.
The Book of Tobit is a book of scripture that is part of the Catholic and Orthodox biblical canons. Well, would you know?
Well, would you know?
He was supposed by some Renaissance Christians to be the king of the 9 hells. Asmodeus also refers to as one of the 7 princes of hell. Yeah, right. And here we have the representations of the deadly sins.
Yeah.
Lucifer being pride.
Yeah.
Mammon, greed. I knew that one.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Asmodeus is lust.
Yeah.
Leviathan, envy. Beelzebub, gluttony. Satan, wrath. And Belphegor, sloth.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a different list, but yeah, I have seen that list too, and this list is Lanternus of Light of Classification Demons from 1409. What was it? Lanterne was a monk, I think?
It was a dude.
It was a dude. Yeah, but it bears some resemblance to that list you put. Lucifer at pride, Beelzebub at envy, Satan at wrath, Abaddon at sloth, Mammon at greed, Belphegor at gluttony, and Asmodeus as lust. So yeah, it bears the resemblance even there.
Yeah. Did you say Abaddon as sloth?
Yes, I did.
Well, that does explain something. Lazy bastard.
Yeah.
Can't do anything right.
Yeah, and then we have the 1589's classification of demons as Lucifer Pride, Mammon Greed, Asmodeus Lust, Leviathan Envy. Yeah, I think that was that list you.
Yeah,
it was the Binsfield's classification of demons.
But then we have, moving away from the
enough nerdery.
no, the Abrahamic
yeah.
interpretations of it. If we go pre-Christian, and look at different cultures, like here in the North, in Norse mythology, we don't really have, or Nordic myth and lore, we don't really have demons per se. We have more like, well, creatures or spirits that mess things up.
Exactly. We have, for example, we don't really have beware of the demons, but we have like the trolls in the forest, or Näcken, or Bäckahästen.
Näcken, I'm not sure if there is a English interpretation, but it's the naked guy sitting in the stream playing his violin, luring people, especially children, to drown. And Bäckahästen, it's a...
Well, there is a word, a Scottish version of it, the Kelpie.
Yeah, it's the same concept.
It basically is the same
like
concept.
A spirit that takes the form of a horse that comes up and lures children to get
ride
on,
me.
And tells them to ride the horse, and then it runs back into the water and drowns the kids.
Yeah.
It's usually about drowning kids here.
It's mostly about drowning.
Yeah, but then you have Maran.
Yeah,
it's
basically the mare.
Yeah. Not in horse sense mare.
Well,
nightmare.
Exactly, but it can take the form of a horse.
Actually, yes, it can take the form of a horse, but the nightmare, actually, because it comes as a bad omen.
Riding your chest at night and giving you nightmares and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know sleep paralysis?
Yeah, that's the mare.
Yeah. Fun that.
Yeah. And also that sleep paralysis, there's another version of it. It's in Celtic mythology. It's like an old hag that sits on your chest and feeds by sucking your breath while you sleep. And if I remember correctly, that if you protest, she will kill you. So it's if you notice that there's an old ugly hag sitting on your chest and like feeding the air you breathe out while you were asleep, just let her do it. You might be tired, but it won't kill you.
I think the name is actually the Night Hag.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, and again, we're back to this evil spirits.
Yeah. Don't protest. It's rape if you protest.
Just consent, damn it.
Do it for the better of you.
Close your eyes and think of England.
Not.
Oh, we're gonna get so much hate for that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
We're kidding. God, take a joke, people.
Counting on.
But speaking of seduction,
why are you looking at me like that?
I get too excited. I was actually not thinking about either succubus or the male version.
Yeah, the exactly. What the fuck is he called? The incubus.
Incubus, right? No, I was actually thinking about the Nordic sort of version, skogsrå.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, the forest.
Is there actually a word for that?
I don't think it is. People are just gonna have to learn.
Skogsrå. It's this creature or entity that takes the shape of a young, beautiful, naked woman that lures men into the woods to with tempting flirtation, and then she will turn your back at you, and either it will be covered in bark or be a hole, and then she kills you. If you don't get lost in the woods or the marshes, because that's also a common theme, that skogsrået will lure you into a march.
Yeah.
So that you will actually, well, perish in the march.
Fun.
Yeah, evil fuckers.
Yeah, exactly. Basically the same principle as the irrbloss.
Yeah. Like, and there's actually a word for that, irrbloss. living flame or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That you'll see the flame floating in the air, and if you follow it, you'll get lost or get killed
Yeah.
by these entities.
Old mythology creatures. That's always fun.
It's not that much lore, pop culture lore in this.
No, but it has its historical value as a dark spirit.
Exactly, and there are some, like, this whole thing of luring away children and stuff. If we go to the movies, we have Insidious. And that movie was actually great until they showed off the demon.
What? Don't you think Tiptoe Through the Tulips is scary?
Not when it comes around with the so-called demon sharpening its claws. it's just no.
Nah.
So that's a bad way of doing it. But it goes in, it takes the child, and for whatever reason it was, I don't really.
And to be fair, it has this kind of demon look of it.
Well, it actually is demon. A demon.
Yeah, exactly, and it has this classic look to it. A red monster with like hoofs and claws.
I would actually say it was more of a devil's appearance.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. A devil's demon.
Yeah.
If we're gonna talk an imp or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I suppose we're gonna have to differ these two kind of demons. We have this, like you said, maleficent demons. Malevolent. Fucking word. Spirits that take its physical form of all the negativity. And we have this classical red imp-like
horns and pitchfork.
Yeah, exactly. Satan's little helper.
Yeah,
if you're gonna call it that. That's a word.
Not be confused with Santa's little helper.
Oh wait, speaking of Santa and demons, we actually have in pop culture and in historical, we have Krampus.
Krampus, exactly. He's actually a traditional and pop culture figure nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's very much a demon.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's the antithesis of old Saint Nick, if I don't remember.
Exactly.
If I remember correctly.
Saint Nicolaus.
Yes.
Exactly. He comes and whips children and or takes them away in his basket to eat them.
Leaves coal. So as a blacksmith...
Krampus took my kids, but I got coal, so I'm happy.
I actually kidnapped kids and exchanged them for coal. Hey, Krampus, time of the year again, huh? Well, I got 15 young kids for you. Yeah, they all been bad. Now, bring me the coal, damn it. I need to work.
You got the stuff, I got the kids. Shady business at Christmas time.
No wonder people hated blacksmith in the old days. Yeah. Speaking of blacksmiths, there's a good way to get cheap and easy labor. Just leave your hammer on the anvil.
Yeah.
And the devil will come and do some work.
I mean, you might not get some sleep that night, but easy price to pay for finished work.
Exactly. It's like you do the fun stuff, and it's like, it's these fucking details. Nah, devil, you can do it.
Look at me, I'm finishing your work. Hey.
Yeah, and then it catches on, and he gets all pissed and stuff.
Fuck.
And when it comes out, you just drive him away with a piece of iron.
Exactly, and there is a lot of it. How the hell does he work in that workshop?
Irony.
That was too good.
I guess there's a reason for the word, eh?
Hey. Oh, fucking hell, it was almost too fun.
Dad joke of the day, you're welcome.
You win. You win this time. What else demons do we have in pop culture nowadays?
Nowadays? Well...
To name drop a few, I suppose.
Well, we can go by the Diablo series.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you got Diablo, Lord of Terror. You got Baal, I think, Lord of Destruction, and Mephisto, Lord of...
whatever.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Mephisto, Lord of Hatred.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Mephisto, he's actually in the Marvel.
Yeah, he is the main well, the Marvel Universe devil.
Yeah, he is actually. Isn't he him that gives
The spirit of vengeance to Johnny Blaze?
yeah,
Exactly.
Ghost Rider.
Yes, exactly.
And then we have One More Day. Fuck you, Yo Quesada, for that one.
Oh dear.
Speaking of One More Day in the Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
do you know about that one?
Enlighten me. Or
It's-
remind me.
It's a run of Spider-Man where it is post Civil War, so everybody knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Bollocks.
So Spider-Man's old enemies go after Aunt May and Mary Jane. And I don't remember if Aunt May actually gets killed, or I think she gets seriously injured. And Peter, he's actually contemplating giving up being Spider-Man. But Mephisto appears in front of Mary Jane, and to save Aunt May's life, she actually agrees to take away everyone's memory of Peter being Spider-Man. Sort of like reversing stuff. It's called retconning.
Yeah.
But
in the biz.
Yeah. So that also means that Peter will forget her. And at this point, they are married.
Oh.
So she agrees. Mephisto snaps his finger. Not in the Thanos way.
Seems to be a common theme in that universe.
Yeah, I know. So everybody forgets that Peter is Spider-Man. Aunt May gets well. Peter forgets Mary Jane. But she remembers, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I know a lot of memory here.
Shit.
But this really fucked up the Spider-Man continuity.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah. And I think it was partly because they wanted to remove the relationship between Peter Parker and Mary Jane.
Aha. Sneaky.
Yeah. But really ugly.
That's what you get for Demon intervening.
I actually think that is the worst run within Spider-Man in all of its history.
Oh dear.
At least it's the most hated. Because I remember when I read it the first time, I was so fucking pissed about it. It was just so bad. Just because it really screwed up a thing that has been in the works since ever since Gwen Stacy broke her neck.
Getting axed off.
Yeah. So, I mean, for what reason? It was just stupid.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, demon intervention in comics.
Yeah. Really Deus Ex Machina, sort of.
Diablo Ex Machina.
Yeah. Well, it actually is sort of a godlike intervention, because looking at demons and gods, devils and whatever, what is actually the main thing that differentiates them? Because you can talk about evil gods or demon gods.
Yeah.
But what makes the difference between a god and a demon?
Well, good question, actually. I mean, if we're gonna go that with demon gods, what else do we have? We have the Daedra in the Elder Scrolls series.
Actually, yeah, we do.
So yeah, they are so-called demon gods, or like evil gods, but well, they are who they are because they didn't choose to create Nirn, so to speak, the world.
Mm-hmm.
So they were not like the ancestors of the world. I am nerding out in the lore right now, but
for a second I thought you were actually going to say they didn't create Nerd.
They created nerds.
Nerds.
Nerd.
But yeah, so
yeah, they
Nerd roots.
Pick them. But yeah, they are evil because they chose not to create the world.
Mm-hmm.
So they also.
But are they really all evil? I know they're. Well,
not
you have
all of
tricksters, and you have what's his name, Maroon's
Dagon. Yeah, we have Maroon's Dagon. Yeah, we have Daedras who are more evil assholes, dirtbags.
Yeah, Tricksters.
No, but
Okay.
oh yeah, actually,
Okay.
we have
Daedric lore master here.
Oh yes, Daedric Lord Master, I am. We have the evil ones, I would say, who are like Maroon's Dagon, who is the Daedric Lord of destruction and change.
Mm-hmm.
So he is actually the Lord of destruction and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like more like Baal, who is the Lord of domination and domination, rape, and all that.
Leathers and whips.
Total fucking asshole. And then you have like I think it's Mephala, who is the Daedric Lord of conspiracies and all that. And I would agree she's more of a trickster because of a Senech kind.
Yeah.
She's pulling strings in her spiderweb and all that. But then there's so much more. But then you have the more trickster-like gods, and I would actually say that Sheogorath is more trickster-like. But yeah, well, he has got a madness, so yeah, I would say. And then you have Clovis Vile, and he is the Daedric Lord of I think it's power. But his thing is he's granting wishes with his own ironic twist.
Yeah,
on the
course.
whole. So yeah, he is more of a trickster kind. And then you have those that are not really evil per se, but they are more follow me or meh, fuck you.
Follow me or die.
Exactly. And that would be more of Azura or Nocturnal.
Mm-hmm.
Or you was gonna say by Azura.
Yes, I was.
I saw it in your eyes.
It's the grand champion.
Oh fuck! It's the enormous man.
I hated the guy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, they aren't per se evil. They are a bit
Ego
more than evil, so to speak. And then you have like I think it's Meridia, who is the least of evil ones.
Isn't she some magic?
She is actually. She is one of the Magnigi or something like that. The ones who helped create the world, but when they noticed their... I think we're gonna have to put in a footnote on the Elder Scrolls lore, actually, because fucking hell. But alright, to cut this short. When they realized their physical bodies were beginning to deteriorate because they created the world, they escaped to Aetherius, and then leaving little holes in the cosmic weave that we know as stars. And all that. And the god of magic himself, Magnus, very good name actually, left the biggest...
Sounds like a real...
Go on, say it, bitch.
No.
Alright. Leaving that for another time.
Ass!
Oh, come on! Yeah, but he left the biggest hole, was the sun.
He is the biggest hole.
You're the biggest hole, fuck you. But yeah, she is one... Meridia is one of the Magi, and she sort of remains with the Daedra, and then she took place and became sort of a Daedra, but...
Stuff happened.
As we say in Swedish, summa summarum.
That's Latin.
Yeah, but fuck you. Summa summarum. Summarum.
The whole sum of it.
Yeah, the whole sum of it. She is not entirely evil. Actually, she is well against the undead.
So she's more neutral, if anything.
I would say she is more neutral.
She's still a Daedra, but neutral, so...
Yeah, the least evil, so to speak. So there are different kinds of Daedra who with their own goals, but some are more destructively evil than others.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's...
But it's like they have all their own agenda with stuff.
Exactly.
And I think we actually could say that is the main feature of the demon.
Yeah.
It is a powerful creature with godlike capabilities in many cases, but with they have their own agenda of stuff. They don't really depend on followers for their powers. They still have powers, and they like to fuck with people in all kinds of senses.
Yeah. And some like followers because boosting their own ego, I suppose.
I guess. And, which might be what differentiates them from gods. That might, if we're going to go in a sort of fantasy mechanic way, that gods are bound by their followers in a
Mhm.
celestial sense, I guess.
Yeah.
That their power is directly based upon the amount of worship or followers they have.
Yeah.
And thus making them really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
But then having demons they have their own sort of power, but not as powerful as gods, but they're not dependent on followers.
Yeah. I was gonna say a sort of good description of a dark god. They are the opposite of a god, but equal in strength.
But that would actually mean that a god is a selfless being without an agenda.
I suppose, yeah.
But that doesn't really fit either.
Fuck. I was trying to be clever here.
Tried.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Natural one.
No.
No, not that bad.
That's just mean.
But it's still, it's an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worth discussing.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Indeed
it is.
Yeah. Worth for the audience to discuss, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Exactly.
Discuss with each other now. Intellectual discussion.
Well, that was short. So I think, well, we really just took a right turn, and then I don't know where we went. I saw a good chick. I just followed.
Shit.
Ah, fuck. So
Yeah, but we have so many other demons in pop culture nowadays. I mean, if we're gonna name drop a few that has some new movies or such coming out right now, Hellboy.
well, yeah,
He is getting new flick right now.
the destroyer of the world.
Yeah. The Seed of Destruction.
Oh, I'll show you Seed of Destruction.
Please don't do that.
I'm gonna beat it off.
Ah! And with the lot more coming right now. Speaking of coming right now.
Oh God.
And with demons, we have a new Doom game.
Yeah.
Notice, I am saying Doom game.
Yeah,
I am
I
not
was
talking
gonna
about the new movie coming out.
God, oh, Doom Annihilation.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh God, I watched the trailer, and
yeah.
it looked like a low budget indie project.
Yeah, it did actually.
Yeah.
And then you see, it's Universal.
Yeah, and I just wonder, what were they thinking?
I guess the name holds some truth to it. Annihilation.
Yeah, of the movie genre at least. We don't need another Doom movie. It's been done already. They can't do a good version of Doom as a movie.
And I saw actually it was a producer in Hollywood said that he is planning in the next decade at least try to make a new Doom movie. He has the script and all ready for it, and he is including the real Doomslayer.
Oh, nice.
And he's
Doom guy.
Yes, and doing the franchise justice.
I hope.
Yeah,
I want to believe.
Kudos for that in that case, because yeah, I would actually want to have the Doomslayer in.
Actually,
yeah. I mean the Doom guy from the original Doom games, but the Doomslayer from the 2016 Doom game and Doom Eternal is coming out. The rip and tear Doom guy. I am
man, literally too angry to die.
Yes, actually. I mean, I just love that this scene in the new Doom game, Doom Eternal. He's on Phobos, one of Mars' moons.
Yeah. Which is the place where the original Doom games took place. So.
Exactly. And he's just walking slowly through a control room. People are in panic because demons are entering.
Yeah.
And they don't know what to do. Just turn around, see him, oh fuck, it's him. And just running away. And the sheer look of terror in everyone's face. I just love it. So I guess if we're gonna talk about some demon killers, he is very much number one.
Yeah, well, I still can't get over the fact that the motivation for Doom 2 was that they killed his bunny.
They killed Daisy, goddammit.
Put her head on a spike.
I don't know how much they actually retconned. I think they retconned some of it, but I am actually thinking when he is in these new games, I am actually thinking it's for Daisy.
Of course it's for Daisy.
Yeah.
It's always for Daisy.
Justice for Daisy.
Hashtag justice for Daisy.
Perfect.
But speaking about movies and new versions, Seth MacFarlane is planning on making a new Spawn movie and doing it right this time.
Yes!
And from what I've heard, it's not gonna center around Spawn. Spawn is more of a support character in this.
Yeah.
This was actually going to be about what's his name? It's the
Twitch.
Yeah, the detective.
Yeah. Like the old animated, actually. I think that's focused very much on this Twitch.
Yeah.
Actually. And just focus a little bit on this alley where Spawn resides.
Yeah.
So yeah, we more Spawn made by the original
creator and done right.
Yes.
Okay, sure. There was one scene that I really enjoyed from the old 90 whatever it was when it was made. When the Annihilator, the good old clown,
the Violator.
Oh, Violator.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he is. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways, the pizza scene.
Oh God, yeah.
It's however disgusting it might be, the way they do it, it's so great. I mean, all kudos to actor name.
Yeah, exactly. His name.
Violator, played by John Leguizamo. How the fuck do you pronounce that?
Yeah, Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo.
He is thin in that picture. Contra to his character in Spawn. Yeah, but all kudos to him.
Yeah, for making that scene. If you haven't seen it, go Google it.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube.
It's not for the squeamish though.
No. You need a strong stomach for that. At least if you know what actually happens.
Yeah.
And I will tell you what happens. Just because.
Okay.
He eats a piece of pizza that has had maggots on it.
Yeah.
It's actually a piece of sort of rotting pizza. And he takes a big bite of it and he goes, yum, yum. And then you see he just
waddles away
behind a dumpster. He actually throws up there. But the scene is magnificent. I love it.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if the pizza was bad or if it just was that they put maggots on it to make it look bad.
I think they actually put maggots on it and he actually took a bite.
Yeah, he did. He actually ate it.
Yeah.
But... and then he waddles away and throws up. But the scene is magnificent.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think the new film series is gonna top that.
No.
But
not
yes,
at all.
Still, new film series. Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, my dick can only get so hard.
Hard for Spawn. And maggoty pizza. Or don't you actually want to appreciate the new Doom Annihilation?
Not with a hard dick, I suppose.
Because who needs a Doom guy?
Who needs the original Doomslayer or Doom guy?
Because now we have Whammon instead.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it was supposed to be just a troll or if it was a serious comment, but on Twitter, I think it was the main actress that posted a pic of her sitting lounged back in some chair with the text, "Who needs Doom guy anyway?" I want to believe it's a troll, but in this day and age...
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No. But I mean, those are some strong words for a indie movie. So no, I'll stick to the games. Thank you very much.
Those are brave words for someone in crusading distance.
Oh, look, Exterminatus.
Oh, again?
Yes. You can never have too much Exterminatus.
I suppose not.
Especially when it comes to filthy demons and Xenos.
Xenos filth.
Yes. Somebody call the Inquisition.
Yeah, but what do you think? Did we cover it all, or?
I think we covered a piece of it.
Piece of an iceberg.
Yeah.
Tip of an iceberg.
As per usual with this, you could go on for a long, long time. But I think now it's up to you, the listener. What do you think about this? What's your thoughts about demons, our interpretations? Do you have any good examples in pop culture of the demons or devils or bad spirits?
Do you have good experience of demons?
Have you ever performed an exorcism?
Have you ever been possessed? Sounds like a commercial or public service.
Actually, sounds like a episode of Coast to Coast AM, but that's a whole different story.
That is a whole different story, actually. Yeah.
So, yeah. And, well, I think we might have to wrap it up now.
Yeah.
So,
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Don't be a fool, wrap your tool.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to demons. Slaneshi filth.
Yeah.
So, any final words or thoughts?
Ave Satani.
Yeah. And with that, I'm gonna say good morning, good evening, wherever you are across the nation, around the world. This has been the Dead Red Herring Podcast.
Have a good time, unit.
Yeah, and don't summon any demons. It just gets messy.
Or know what you do, anyway.
Pervert.
With that, we say goodbye.
Adieu.
Oh, I sneezed. Oh, I'm not allowed to sneeze.